All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Super Skills number 3 session. Working on shooting in stride today. So we're gonna work on shooting off your left foot, your right foot. We're gonna work on shooting a wrist shot, a snap shot. We're gonna work on shooting quickly when you don't have a lot of time, and we're gonna work on when you have a couple steps to get in closer to the goalie, whether you're a forward or a D. We're gonna work on those shots as well. So ton to cover today. Okay, why do we wanna shoot in stride? Why is that important? Okay, it gets you more power. And you're always going to have more power if you can shoot in stride because you're going to have momentum going to the net. Okay, so if we can get a step or two in there to shoot in stride, we're going to get more power. So that's always important. Okay, you have an ability to go after the rebound if you're shooting in stride. Okay, even if you're a D-man, right, you can also make plays off that. It's easier to make plays when you're moving than when you're standing still. Okay, I always tell my forwards, you're shooting in stride, you get to hug the goalie after you score. Don't do that. That's a penalty. Okay. The other thing is you get to hide your release. So if I'm moving my feet, okay, while I'm shooting in stride, it's going to be harder for the goalie to tell when I'm going to let it go. Okay. So I'm going to draw a couple things out on the coaching board after we're done warming up here. That'll help you guys, whether you're a D-man or forward, maybe you play a little bit of both. Hopefully that'll help you guys visualize where you're going to use these skills on the ice. Because it's not enough just to practice at home and just shoot mindlessly into the net. Okay, you got to think about the position you play, the situation you might be in on the ice when you're taking that shot. Okay, those are important things to mentally think about when you're executing your shot. Just don't go out there and just shoot repetition after repetition. Okay, so if you've done sessions with me before, maybe you've covered some of this in the past. If you're new to these sessions, okay, you're going to learn a ton. But today, repetition, repetition, repetition. We're going to do a little bit of a different warm-up. We're not really focusing on stick handling today, okay? So we're gonna do what I call a hip turn warm up, okay? Warming up for shooting. So I need everyone to just grab one of your gloves. I know that sounds weird. Just grab one. Okay, so one glove is what we need. Okay, so we're gonna focus on shooting with our feet towards the net. Okay, we're not working on butt wiggle wrist shots where you're sideways or taking a slap shot on a one-timer. Okay, we're working on taking your shots facing the net. Okay, so real simple warm-up drill that I like to use for shooting. Hold your glove out in front of you, keeping your arms pretty straight. You're gonna do what I call a hip turn. So when I go to shoot, you can see I turn my hip and I turn my shoulders. So they're not facing you, and I'm gonna snap forward, snap, snap. So when we shoot, we don't just do this with our arms, okay, because then all we're using is our arms to shoot. We wanna use our upper body turn to engage our core as well as our legs, engage our hips, okay, to shoot the puck, okay, or in this case, shoot your glove. Okay, so let's just go hip turn, real simple here, side to side. So bring it back, snap, bring it back, snap, back, snap, back, snap. Think about turning your shoulders and your hips. Snap, snap. This is how we get power, okay, whether we're standing still, taking one step, or skating in full speed, okay? We want to be using our hips and our shoulders. Snap, 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 snap. All right, super simple drill, okay? Now, we're gonna work on doing that same thing off one foot. All right, so it doesn't matter if you're a right-handed shot or a left-handed shot, we're gonna be rotating both ways for this warm-up drill, okay? So you're gonna stand on one foot. I'm gonna start on my left. Okay, just a slight bend on the knees, so don't be a flamingo. Get a little bit of a soft bend like you would if you're skating down the ice. Hands back in front, okay? And I just want you to go right and in front. Right, front, right, front, right, front. So we're balancing on our left leg and rotating to the right. Okay, shake that off for a second. Now we're gonna go the opposite way. So I'm gonna be standing on my left leg, and I'm gonna be bringing the glove over to my left. So balancing on my left leg now. I bring the glove to my left, snap it. Snap, snap. This is tough on the balance. Snap, 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 snap. Okay, so get the muscles in the leg fired up there. Now, exact same drill on the right leg. So balancing on the right, slight bend, no flamingos here. Okay, now I'm gonna rotate to the right again, holding my glove. So rotate, rotate. This is hard on the balance. Rotate, snap, 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 snap. All right, shake it off for a sec. Okay, gets a bit of a burn in the quads and in the calf. Now we're gonna rotate the other way. So still balancing on the right leg here. Now I'm gonna rotate to the left. You'll find whichever way you shoot is gonna be the easiest way for you to rotate. Okay, I'm a righty, so this is a harder way for me to rotate. Okay, it's still important to do both, especially if I ever wanna shoot any backhands. Rotate, 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 rotate. All right, legs are starting to get fired up again. Now, we're gonna work on stepping from our whichever foot we shoot onto, okay? So we're gonna work on only shooting the way you normally shoot now. Okay, so if you're normally a righty, you're only gonna rotate to the right. If you're a lefty, you're only gonna rotate to the left. Okay, so we're not alternating sides, we're just working on whichever way we normally shoot. Okay, so I'm a right-handed shot, so I'm only gonna do these exercises rotating to the right and snapping towards the middle. Okay, so just think about shooting your forehand. We're only shooting forehands now. Okay, so now I'm gonna start on my left foot and shoot on my right foot. Start on my right, shoot on my left. Rotate right, shoot on the 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 left. Now, just to clarify, if you're a lefty, you would be doing this, going the other way. Okay, so lefties are going left to right, left to right, left to right. So I call that your outside leg. Okay, your outside leg, okay, pretend this glove is my stick. My outside leg is the one farthest away from the puck. That's the outside leg. So right now we're working just on that hip turn to the outside leg. So again, lefties, you'd be going this way and rotating forward. Okay, so let's work again here. Okay, stepping forward on our outside leg. Everyone ready? And step. Step, bring it back. 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 Now, we're gonna do one more set of that, and I want you guys to notice something really important. We're gonna work on this all morning, okay, with our skill work, but I want you to notice something. As I step is when I shoot. So right when I'm releasing the puck, okay, is when my foot is hitting the ground. So I'm not doing this. Now I've lost all that momentum and power I generated from stepping forward, and I'm just shooting with my arms. Okay, it's a waste of all the power we generated in stride here. So I load, explode to the front leg, and I shoot right when my leg hits the ground. Okay, so let's do another 10. Shooting on our outside leg. So again, righties, you're stepping forward on your left foot. Lefties, you're stepping forward on your right foot. Everyone ready? Load, explode. 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 Now, for most players, that's the easier leg to shoot off of, your outside leg. Okay, you've probably been taught or practiced a lot more, right? Whichever shot it is, a slap shot, a wrist shot, a snap shot, you probably get taught more how to shoot it on your outside leg. So let's go over how to do this on your inside leg. Okay, so you're still shooting on the same side, your forehand only. So now righties, I'm gonna show you what you're doing. Okay, you're gonna load up and snap forward to your right leg. So righties are going right leg forward, lefties are going left leg forward. Okay, I'm gonna do 10 like that. Ready, rotate, step. Rotate, step. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Make sure your foot hits the ground right when you shoot. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Now, you guys may be feeling that feels really awkward or not very comfortable. For some of you, that may be something you practice a lot and you're very comfortable with. Okay, really important. We'll talk about this when we get our stick back. We have to have our hands away here. Okay, if my hands are close to me, I end up running into my own leg. Let's do another 10. Then we're gonna bring it in, grab a sip of water, and I'm gonna walk through on the board with you guys some of the times you might use this in a game. Okay, so let's go. Righties shooting on their right foot, lefties shooting on their left foot. That's your inside leg. Load, explode. 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 All right, everyone bring it in. Grab a sip of water. Okay, and I'm going to show you a couple things on the board here really quick. Okay, just where you might use this in a game. Again, I asked you guys to visualize, hey, you know, I'm a D, I'm a forward, I'm a center, whatever you are. Okay, where am I going to use this, Kim? So let me give you some examples. My defenseman. Okay, yes, you may occasionally skate all the way down the ice, get a breakaway, and shoot in full stride. Okay, that's not going to happen every game or every shift. So here's a really good example. Okay, one of your forwards has the puck down low. Maybe you're up here as a D, you get a pass. Okay, from your forward down low, and you realize, hey, there's no one here. I don't know where that opponent is, but she's not here. Don't take the shot from here. Take 2 steps in, take the shot from here. Right? You're going to get momentum, which is going to help you score or get a more effective shot through. Okay, and as you skate in, things might start happening. Right? The goalie might shift, players might move. Okay, it's a lot more effective to take that 1-2 steps in. That's shooting in stride. Even though it's just 1 or 2 steps, it's still shooting in stride. So forwards, here's an example for you. Here's your opponent. Here's you. Okay. You steal this puck and you start skating out from the hash marks looking to score on this goalie. Okay, so you're wheeling out. You're crossing over, crossing over, crossing over, crossing over. Okay. If you could shoot that puck off either leg in the middle of the crossover on the goalie, that's going to be really unexpected. What happens most of the time is players cross, 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 then they glide, and then they shoot. Okay, which is more expected for that goalie. So if you're able to shoot while you're running your feet, that's what I call it, while you're running the feet out of the corner, you're going to have a lot better chance of scoring. Okay, or at least catching the goalie off guard and getting a better scoring opportunity. Okay, so again, these are 2 specific examples based on the position you're in. Okay, that, yes, obviously if you're skating in on a breakaway, you're going to want to shoot in stride. Okay, but that's not the majority of the time. So just a couple things for us to think about. Now, we're going to start shooting with our wrist shots. Okay, now, both the wrist shot and the snapshot have advantages. Okay, the nice thing with wrist shots is you can do something called underhandling the puck. Okay, underhandling the puck means you're just dragging it along or pushing it along, you're not stick handling it. So let me just show you real quick, okay, what underhandling the puck looks like. So I've got my beautiful orange puck here. Underhandling the puck while I'm shooting in stride means I've got the puck ready to shoot on my wrist shot. Okay, so pretend I'm skating forward. I could release this puck at any time. So watch again. It's on my forehand. Pretend I'm skating down the ice. I can shoot here, I can shoot here, I can shoot here, I can shoot here. Okay, all because I've underhandled it and I've got the puck already ready to shoot in my wrist shot position. Okay, if I was doing this, see, I can't really shoot the puck when it's here. Now, we'll work on the snapshot in a little bit, and it does have the advantage of over the wrist shot of a quicker release. Okay, but for right now, we're just going to focus on our wrist shots. Okay, so before we get into shooting actual pucks, Let's get everybody up on their feet. Okay, real simple wrist shot drill. Now, any shot you're taking, you need to have your hands away from you. So see right now, you can drive a small car, okay, through this little area. So no chicken wings like this. Chicken wings like this destroy your shot, okay? And I'm on a mission to fix everybody's shot in girls hockey, okay? We need to be way better shooters here. So my hands are away, they're in front of me. Now, in order to shoot an effective wrist shot, okay, I need to do something called a push-pull. That means I'm gonna push my bottom hand away and pull my top hand in. So you can see now, my hands are stacked. You can't see them both. You can only really see my bottom hand. Okay, so it's a lot of times players shoot, they end up just here. Their hands don't get stacked. They don't snap all the way through on the shot. So let's just do 10 of those to warm up our shot. Okay, I'm gonna call it a rip. So you're gonna pull your top hand towards you while you push your bottom hand away. Hands out in front, ready? Rip, 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 rip. So really important when we're shooting our wrist shots today, guys. I don't want any of these wrist shots. Okay? No floaty wrist shots. We want hard snapping through on our wrist shots. Really, really important. Now, let's just warm up that shot. Now that we've done our rippers, okay? Toes are facing towards me. Your toes are even with each other. You're gonna bring your stick back. So watch where my stick goes here. When I shoot a wrist shot, my stick's gonna come behind me. It doesn't start here, okay? It starts behind me. Okay, so what I want now, no pucks yet. Just stick back, rip, forward. Bring back and rip. Bring back, rip. Okay, let's go. Rip it. Rip it. Stick back, rip it. Load, explode. 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 All right? So now, Kim, we're not shooting in stride, we're standing still. Absolutely, we're getting there. We're gonna build up the foundation off the basics here. So let's do the same drill we did earlier when we were rotating with our glove. Okay, now we're gonna do that standing on one leg. So, standing on your outside leg. So again, righties are standing on the left foot. Lefties, you'd be standing on your right foot. Okay, so we're gonna load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Hands away. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. All right, shake that leg out. Now, the same drill off the inside leg. So now that we've got the stick here, okay, I'm going to share with you why I think most girls don't shoot off their inside leg. So most girls, and again, I've been coaching for a long time, they always shoot off their outside leg. They feel uncomfortable on their inside leg. The reason why is because of that darn chicken wing. If I have my hands too close and I try to shoot off my inside leg, you guys can see here, look, my stick is actually on my leg because my hands are too close to my body. If I get my hands away, now the stick is not touching my leg. Now I'm a lot more comfortable to push-pull. But if I have that little chicken wing, it gets that weird, awkward, lifty shot that we don't want. Okay, so let's focus on that. Hands away, loading that stick back, balancing on our inside leg. So righties are on the right leg. Lefties, you guys are on your left leg. Okay, load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Make sure you rip your hands. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Now, you guys have an idea. Okay, now I feel like I could shoot a wrist shot off either of my legs. Okay, but right now we're still stationary. So unless you're a D-man getting a pass at the point and you just happen to be standing on one leg, or forward in the slot and you just happen to be standing on leg, Okay, we haven't really worked on shooting in stride yet. So now what we're gonna add is a step. Okay, not a step forward, just a step side to side. So if you see my feet side to side, okay, I'm just transferring my weight foot to foot. I don't even have my feet wide, they're right underneath me. Step, 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 step. Okay, just a really simple step. Okay, just like this, step, 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 step. Okay, now, here's what we're gonna work on. Okay, just a simple step from your inside to your outside leg. Again, we're not stepping forward yet. Okay, we're just staying in stationary positioning. Okay, so I'm inside to outside, inside to outside. Lefties, you'd be going left to right, left to right. Okay, so you're shooting to your outside leg. Okay, let's just work on that same shot about 10 times. Little step. Okay, just weight shift. My feet are still underneath my shoulders. Okay, inside, outside. Inside, outside. Load the stick back when you're on your inside leg. Shoot on the outside. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Bring the stick back when you load. Explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Okay, now this is a great drill to work on when you're working on shooting on your own, because again, maybe you don't have the opportunity to skate in, but you can still work on shooting off one foot or the other. Now, we'll do the slightly harder shot. Okay, so outside leg to inside leg. Outside to inside. We're not stepping forward, guys. So watch my feet from the side here. I'm going outside to inside. Outside to inside. Outside to inside. Still staying over the same spot on the ground. Okay, so let's try that. Make sure we get our hands away. We pull that stick back to shoot our wrist shot. All right, everyone ready here? Okay, so we're going outside to inside. Outside load, explode to the inside. Load outside, explode to the inside. Load outside, explode inside. Load outside, explode inside. Load, explode. 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 Now, some of you may be thinking, Kim, we haven't shot a puck yet. Okay, we're working on technique. We'll get to a point here in our drills where if you have a net you want to shoot at with a bunch of pucks, you can do that. Okay, but let me remind you, this little guy doesn't weigh very much, right? So it's not like we have to really get used to shooting or something big and heavy. Okay, we're not flipping truck tires here. If you have good technique, this little puck thing doesn't really make a huge difference because it doesn't weigh much. Okay, so we have to really, really focus, okay, on making sure our technique is good. Now, we're gonna do a fire drill. Quick fire here. So you're gonna step foot to foot, just like we just did. We're not stepping forward, we're just stepping side to side. And you're gonna keep your stick loaded back to shoot your wrist shot. So you can see my hands are away, my top hand is way out in front of me, kind of like it's sticking out of me like a bad belly button piercing. Okay, and my stick's back. When I yell fire, you're gonna shoot a wrist shot off whichever leg you happen to be standing on. Okay, so if I'm doing the drill for myself, I'm stepping, fire. I keep stepping, and then I wait till Coach Kim says fire. Keep stepping, fire. Okay, so the whole point of this drill is getting you comfortable shooting off whichever leg presents itself. Right? If you have an opportunity to shoot in a game off this leg, and that's when the goalie's down, or that's when there's a hole to shoot for, you don't have time to wait till you get to this leg. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of an opportunity. Okay? So, hands away, stick back, stepping foot to foot. Rip your wrist shot when I say fire. Everyone ready? Fire! And then bring the stick right back. Fire! Bring the stick right back. Fire. Bring it right back. Fire. Bring it right back. Keep stepping. Fire. Fire. Wrist shots only here. Fire. 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 All right. Not bad. So that's a fun drill to do. Okay. Obviously, I'm yelling out fire, so I know when the shot's coming. Okay. But if you have a friend, a sibling, a parent, a coach, somebody close by who can help you, right? Reacting like that's going to make it more game-like, right? There's not a lot of time or a lot of opportunities in the game where you're just skating in and you don't have to react to anything. Okay. Now we're going to make that drill a little more challenging. So instead of holding your stick back, waiting to shoot it, you're going to be dribbling. Okay, and dribbling is what I call just stick handling, when you're just keeping the ball or puck alive. So this would be just dribbling. Fire, you bring the puck back and shoot it. Now, I can't shoot because I break my computer. Okay, some of you guys may have a net to shoot at, so now's a good opportunity to use that. If you're like me and you don't have something to shoot at, you can still do this with a dribble. So I'm dribbling. When Kim says fire, you bring it back, you don't shoot it, you just shoot around it. Now, if you're worried you're going to break your computer or your iPad or your phone, don't do it that way. Okay? That's maybe a little bit more advanced. Okay? So you can just fake dribble, so that's what I'll do. Okay? So we're just dribbling, stepping side to side. When I say fire, you bring your stick back and rip it. So now you have to bring the stick back to react. Ready, dribbling. Fire. 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 All right. So another way to make it a little bit game-like. Okay, really important. Now you guys might have noticed, you weren't looking. Okay, sometimes when I shoot my wrist shot, I accidentally let go of my top hand. Okay, the reason for that is I'm pushing really hard with my bottom hands. So this is sometimes not taught very well with the wrist shot. Players learn how to do the sweep, okay, but they don't really learn that you need to push hard into this bottom hand in order to get the flex on your stick in order to shoot harder, right? It's not just sweeping the puck, right? You need to load into that bottom hand, okay? So occasionally I sort of stab myself with my stick because I let go with the top hand because I'm pushing so hard with the bottom, okay? So let's get a quick sip of water. Now we're going to work on shooting that wrist shot in stride. Okay, we're going to fly through this stuff because we built a great foundation. So when in a couple minutes, when we flip over to working on our snapshot, we're going to repeat a lot of the drills and you'll already know where we're starting from. Okay, so we're doing a great job covering what we want to get through. Now, we're going to take one stride forward. You can think of it as a stride or you can just think of it as a step. Okay, so really simple. We're not doing the fire drill. We're just going to work on our technique. So I'm going to have the puck here. Again, if you have a net, you can use it. Okay, so we're going to load, and now we're going to explode forward onto our outside leg only. So we're just stepping onto the outside leg. So if you have a net, you start with your feet even, bring that puck back behind you, okay, and then let that wrist shot go. Remember what we worked on earlier. I want to let it go right when my foot hits the ground. So I don't want to step and then shoot, because now you're wasting your momentum. You're not actually in stride, you're gliding on that leg. Okay, so I load, explode forward to that leg. Okay, again, if you have pucks in a net, go for it. If you don't, and you're like me, you're just gonna get a ton of reps in. Okay, so we're gonna load inside leg, explode forward to outside leg. Load inside, explode forward to outside. Load inside, explode forward to outside. Load, explode to the outside. Load inside, explode to the outside. Load inside, explode to the outside. Think a little bit about pushing through that bottom hand. Load, explode. Load, explode onto that front leg. Load, explode. You should almost be jumping forward a little bit. It's not just a little baby step, right? Think about if you were doing it in the game and you're skating full speed, right? You're really getting your power going down the ice. Same thing here. We want to be powerful going forward, not, right? Think about which shot's going to have more power. Me doing this or me doing this? Obviously the second shot. Okay, so let's get going with that sort of intensity as we step forward here. So load, explode. Load it, explode forward. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. All right, now stepping forward onto our outside or our inside leg. So now we're going from outside with the stick back to inside, stepping forward. Again, making sure we don't have a chicken wing, because if we have a chicken wing here, we're gonna run into our own leg. We don't want that, because if you run into your own leg, this is the crappy little shot you get off. And nobody wants that. Hands out in front of you, so you can get a good shot off. All right, so it'll look like this. My stick is back. I'm going from outside to inside, okay? Lefties, you'd be going outside to inside, okay? Remember, explode forward, snap that stick over, okay, with that push-pull rip with the hands on the wrist shot. Okay, ready? We're going outside to inside. Ready? Load, explode, point at your target. Load, stick back, explode forward, point at your target. Load, explode, point forward at your target. Load, explode forward to your target. Load, explode. Don't forget to bring the puck back so you can rip it forward. Load into your bottom hand, explode forward. Load, explode. Load, explode. Power through. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, explode. Load, and explode. Now, what we just worked on there, guys, is really just a single step. Okay, so again, that's still shooting in stride for me. Okay, again, I'm a D at the point. The puck comes. I don't have a lot of space, but instead of shooting just here, if I could get there, see how much more power I can get? Especially for you younger players. Shooting from up the blue line, okay, if you're 7, 8, 9 years old, it's pretty hard to do with a wrist shot. If you could take even just one step forward to get your momentum going to the net, okay, you're gonna be that better off getting the puck through. Same thing with forwards. Okay, if you have a little bit of space where you can rip through on your wrist shot and get that extra power and get that extra momentum so that you can hug the goalie after you score, you're gonna take that. So now we're gonna add a second step. So this would be more when you have a little bit more time and space, right? So I'm the D at the point, I get the pass from the forward down low, okay? Now I have 1, 2 steps, okay? I'm the forward, I won the battle on the wall, yay for me. Now I'm crossing over, coming towards the net, okay? And I have 1 or 2 steps coming through there. Okay, so this is the shot you use, a little bit more time and space. So we're gonna start standing on our outside foot, stick already loaded. So you can go step, step. Okay, so it's 2 steps forward. If you have a puck, now you need a nice long runway, right? So I need to be able to have the puck back here, step forward and shoot. Remember, we wanna release the puck right when our outside leg hits the ice or hits the ground. Okay, so let's walk through it slowly to make sure we understand the footwork. Bring the stick back, you're on your outside leg. Step, step. Okay, so I'll show for the righties again. We're on our left leg. We step forward on our right, shoot on our left. Okay, for the lefties in the crowd. Okay, you're gonna start on your right foot. You're gonna step forward on your left, shoot it off your right. So this is the shot again. Most of you are more comfortable with shooting off your outside leg. So let's try it. 2 steps forward, okay, underhandling the puck and ripping it through. Ready? Outside leg, inside leg, outside leg. Outside, inside, outside. Outside leg, 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 inside, outside. Get that momentum forward. Outside leg, inside, outside. Couple more. Outside leg, inside, outside. Outside leg, inside, outside. All right, now the trickier one. Shooting 2 steps in stride off the inside leg. Focused on our hands away, getting that stick back, and ripping it through on the follow through. So walk through it quick first. Inside, outside, inside. Releasing as I get back to the inside leg. So righties, you're gonna look like this. Inside, outside, inside. Lefties, you're gonna look like this. Inside, outside, inside. All right, let's try it. Starting on your inside leg with the puck back. Inside, outside, inside. Bring it back. Inside, outside, inside. Bring it back, stick comes back. Inside, outside, inside. Bring it back. Inside, outside, inside. Stick comes back. Inside, outside, inside. Again, stick back. Inside, outside, inside. Bring it back. Inside, outside, inside. Bring it back. Inside, outside, inside. Couple more here, guys. Get that momentum to the net. Inside, outside, inside. Rip it. Get those hands ripped all the way through. Inside, outside, inside. Rip the hands away. Inside, outside, inside. 2 more. Explosive. Inside, outside, inside. Last one. Make it your best one. Inside, outside, inside. Nice. All right, grab a sip of water if you have it. If you're outside in Toronto enjoying the nice brisk day, better than 30 degrees, that's for sure, at least for me. I don't like the heat. All right, so we've gone all through basic wrist shot all the way up to basically full stride shooting our wrist shot. Now we're just gonna switch over to the snapper. Okay, now the snap shot has a much quicker release. So if you're forward especially, it's pretty rare you're gonna have time when you're below the top of the circles to bring your stick all the way back and follow through all the way in front of you, because there's gonna be someone there. And if there's no one there, then I guess you can have lots of time for your wrist shot. But most of the time, there's gonna be someone there who's either trying to knock you off the puck or lift your stick, or they're gonna be in the way of your follow through. So a lot of the times your snap shot is a lot more effective as a forward, unless you have a lot of space, okay, to stride a couple times before you shoot. Now, if you're a defenseman, okay, you guys don't love taking snapshots, okay, especially when you're younger. You're like, oh, it's not very strong. I have a better wrist shot or slap shot. Okay, again, the nice thing about the snapshot is it has the quickest release of all the shots. So if you're under pressure or you see an opening where the forwards are moving and, ooh, look, there's a hole I can shoot it through, you're gonna have a lot more success shooting it quickly through with the snapshot than you are bringing your stick back for a boomer or dragging the puck back for the wrist shot. It's just gonna be quicker. There's no question about it. And sometimes as a defenseman, just getting it through quick is better than trying to get it through really hard and never getting it through because someone blocked it because you took too much time. Okay, so we're gonna work on shooting our snapshot. Now, again, some of you guys have done snapshots with me forever. I teach them at every camp I ever do because I don't think girls are good enough at them yet. That's my mission, fix the snapshot. But let's just go over the technique. It's a good refresher for you if you've done it before, okay? And it'll be great for those of you who are brand new, who've never done a snapshot before. So a snapshot looks like this, okay? So here's what it looks like. I'm standing in the slot, I get a puck, that's a snapshot. Okay, it's not this, okay? It's not the wrist shot snapshot, which is a different shot, but not the one we're working on today, okay? It's the one where either I get a pass and I quickly let it go at the net, or maybe I have that one step to get it off, or maybe I have the 2 steps to get it off, okay? That's a snapshot. So how do we shoot that? Okay, most important part of the hand. So you've got to lock your blade. Those of you who've done this before know that's what I mean by Spider-Man-ing your bottom hand. So I've got to lock, okay, by rolling the stick forward like I'm shooting Spider-Man web out of my wrist. Okay, it's not the top hand that turns. So my top hand is staying perfectly vertical, okay, and by turning the blade down, that's what's locking my blade. So everybody try that, okay, even if you've done it with me a million times before, okay, it's only gonna help. Because you stick handle with your blade more straight up and down, okay? Then you have to lock it. So you have to handle it, lock it. Handle it, lock it. Handle it, lock it. Handle it, lock it, okay? With the wrist shot, your hands don't need to get locked over in the same way, okay? So you can go a little bit more easily from stick handling to shooting. With the snapshot, you gotta have hands away and locking the blade. Now, once you've done that, you've almost got the whole snapshot done. There's only 2 other things to worry about. One is where you put the little black thing, the puck. Okay, so with the wrist shot, we're bringing it way back here because we had time for that. Or we were underhandling it. We had space for that. Okay, in the snapshot, you don't have as much time or space, or you're already stick handling it. So the puck is actually a little in front of me. Okay, not straight beside my feet, but it's on my forehand side, slightly in front of me. So imagine I'm stick handling this puck, and then all of a sudden, that's a snapshot. Okay, so I'm stick handling, snapshot. Stick handling, snapshot. Okay, so much quicker release. Okay, maybe not as deceptive because you're actually stick handling it usually first. Okay, but a lot more goals need to be scored this way. And I'm going to help you guys do that. So let's just shoot 10 of them, standing still, facing me, guys. Lock the blade, snap it. Lock the blade, snap it. Pretend the puck is in front of you a little bit. Lock it, snap it. Lock it, snap it. Lock it, snap it. Lock it, snap it. Now, I forgot one little detail here. Okay? You snap it like you're just smacking somebody in the face. I know that's not nice, but that's the way I think of it. You're not trying to smash them through the wall. You're just giving them a little something, okay? Nicely, okay? So that's important. The other thing is, when you follow through, don't turn your hands all the way over, okay? This snapshot is meant to be done quickly, okay? And you're not gonna have space for the full follow through, okay? So, in order to make sure you don't need that full follow through, you still want to get your hands in front of you. You need to push your hands in front. So watch from the side. Okay, my puck is in front of me a little bit. Hands come back. And my hands finish out in front of me. That's what the snapshot's going to look like. Okay, so let's shoot about 5 more of them. Turn that blade over. Snap it. Lock it. Snap it. Lock it. Snap it. Hands away. Lock it. Snap it. 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 Now, shooting off both legs like that, okay, is a great place to start, but it's not realistic. Typically, we're going to be shooting more off one leg than the other, okay? So we're typically going to be standing off either our inside or outside leg. So let's shoot 10 more standing on our outside leg. So righties are on their left, lefties are on their right. Ready? Snap it. Snap it. Hands away. Snap it. Snap it. Snap it. Hands away. Snap it. Outside leg. Snap it. Snap it. Snap it. All right, now inside leg. Same thing with a snapshot. Now, you don't need the big coming back like you did with the wrist shot, okay? But we still don't want to have a chicken wing because we want to get maximum power on our shot. So let's make sure our hands are away when we're balancing on that inside leg. So righties are on their right leg, lefties, you're standing on your left leg. Ready? Snap it. Snap it. Snap it. Snap it. Snap it. Snap it. Hands away. Snap it. Snap it. Snap it. Snap it. All right. Now, that's shooting off either leg, but not moving yet. Not shooting in stride yet. Okay, so back to stepping side to side. Okay, so we've done this drill before when we did our wrist shot. So our legs stay right underneath us. Right? We're not stepping way out side to side. So I'm going to lock my blade down. I'm going to keep it locked. Okay, and we're just going to go outside leg. Outside leg. So righties are shooting off their left, lefties are shooting off your right. So load it, go inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside leg. Load, explode, load, explode, load, explode, load, explode, load, explode. Lock the blade, shoot it. Lock it, shoot it. Inside, outside. Lock, shoot. Lock, shoot. Lock, shoot. Lock, shoot. Lock, shoot. All right. Remember, you guys can hear that noise when I shoot it, right? If you're not making that noise, you're probably still shooting a wrist shot, right? I didn't make that noise with the wrist shot. You can hear more of that rip. Okay, on a snapshot, it sounds very different versus, okay, so just check for yourself. If you're on carpet, I can't really help you, okay, but you should hear a little snap. So let's step to the inside leg. Lock the blade, snap to the inside. Snap to the inside. Snap to the inside. Hands away. Hands away. Hands away. Hands away. Lock the blade, snap. 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 I'll show you from the side. Snap. 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 All right, fire drill. We've already been here once today. So your stick is already going to be loaded up and locked by Spider-Man in your bottom hands. Okay, so you're already ready for that. The stick should already be on the ice. When I say fire, shoot off whichever leg you're standing on at the time. All right, hands away. Stepping foot to foot. Ready. Fire. See how much quicker that releases than the wrist shot? Fire. Okay, we're not wasting time with a big backswing. Fire. Much quicker release, especially in the slot. Fire. 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 All right, so those of you who have pucks and somewhere to shoot it, you're going to do this next fire drill a little differently. For the rest of us, we're going to continue with the same one, okay? Except we're going to add the dribble. So now, you're going to be dribbling, okay? Either fake dribbling like me, you grab a puck, and you're actually going to dribble as you step. Then when I say fire, you're going to let that shot go. Okay, so again, if you're like me and you don't have anywhere to shoot, please do not shoot your puck at your computer screen or your phone. Okay, so right back to fire drill. Okay, if you don't have a puck or you don't have anywhere to shoot, you're just going to dribble like me. So dribbling, and then fire on whichever foot you happen to be standing on when I yell it out. Hands away, fire. Hands away, dribbling, fire. Hands away, dribbling, fire. Hands away, dribbling, fire. Dribbling, once we add that dribble in, you guys probably felt, it's a little harder to get my shot off quickly, okay? So that's a little advantage of the wrist shot is you can just handle it and let it go. Usually with the snapshot, okay, you're either pushing it out in front of you or you're stick handling it a little bit. All right, now let's bring it full circle. Now we're gonna step forward and shoot our snapshot. So lock the stick, Spider-Man that bottom hand. Now we're gonna go from inside to outside leg. Okay, so if you're shooting actual pucks, the puck needs to be further in front of you now. Okay, because you're gonna explode forward into that shot. We're not just going side to side anymore. Okay, so inside leg, shoot off the outside leg. Inside, outside. Inside, outside. Step into the shot. Inside, outside. Hands away on the follow through. Inside, outside. Inside, outside. Inside, outside. Inside, outside. Inside, outside. Inside, outside. Really get those hands away. Inside, outside. Can you guys see there or feel how much more power you would get in your shot versus just standing there and letting it go, right? I'm moving about halfway across my garage when I take that shot, but now I have all my body weight and my momentum firing towards the net, okay? So let's do that same drill, leaping forward or bounding forward or stepping forward forcefully, okay, outside to inside leg. So lock the blade down already, okay? Don't wait for it, just keep it there. So now I'm gonna go outside, inside. So if you see from the side, look how much space I'm covering. Outside, inside. My hands get away. Outside, inside. Outside, inside. Outside, inside. Let's try it. Outside, inside leg. Outside leg, inside leg. Hands in front. Outside, inside. Outside, inside. Outside, inside. Always lock the blade before you step. Outside, inside. Shoot as your foot hits the ground. Outside, inside. Release the puck as your foot hits the ground. Outside, inside. Outside, inside. Outside, inside. Outside, inside. All right. Final drill. 2 steps forward to release the puck. Now it's a little bit more like we're skating, okay, into the slot area. So D's, right, you're skating in a couple steps now, right? So you're gonna go inside to outside, okay, rip your snapshot through on your outside leg. Forward, same idea. You get it at the top of the circles, you take 2 steps in to get to the hash marks, okay? Take that extra real estate if you can get it. So now, starting on your outside leg, you go inside, outside. Outside leg, inside, outside. Outside leg, inside, outside. Snapshot, hands away. Outside leg, inside, outside. 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 Really get forward here. Outside leg, inside, outside. Hands away. Outside leg, inside, outside. Last one. Outside leg, inside, outside. All right. Now the trickier one. Inside leg, back to inside leg. So 2 steps, starting on our inside leg. So I'm on my inside leg. My stick is already locked. I'm gonna go outside to inside. Okay? So inside leg, outside, inside. Lefties, you'd be shooting off your left foot, righties off your right foot. Inside, outside, inside. Inside leg, 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 out. Inside leg, out. Couple more. Inside leg, out. Last one. Make it your best one. Inside leg, out. All right, let's bring it in, guys. Grab a sip of water. Awesome, awesome. So I'm gonna guess we probably took, man, at least a couple hundred shots there, maybe more. Okay, and again, if you have the luxury of having those pucks in your backyard or in your driveway, or you have that fake ice, you know, it's kind of easier to get your shots done. But even if you're in your garage or your basement or your bedroom, we just got a ton of work done. We never actually shot a real puck, or at least I didn't, but I worked a lot on my technique. So you guys should definitely, I'm gonna send the recording out to your parents shortly, okay? Definitely have another look at this. I know it's not the most complicated drills, okay? It's pretty simple, but you're gonna get a ton of repetition, okay? Jumping in through those pucks. Like I said, if you have the chance to do it with real pucks, amazing. If you don't, just do it like we just did it, working on repetition and technique. I promise you, when you guys get back on the ice, and fingers crossed, that's gonna be soon here, okay? You're gonna feel a huge difference by taking the time to do these drills, okay? It doesn't always have to be done on the ice. It doesn't always even have to be done with pucks, okay? You can get a lot of work done on your own, okay? A lot of it comes down to your mental side and how you wanna get an advantage on your opponents, okay? There's lots of people who are sitting on the couch not doing anything. A lot of your teammates are still in bed right now. They're not putting in the work. You guys are putting in the work, right? So definitely check out that video when I send it out again, okay? So you guys have the chance to do it again a couple times this weekend or next week, right? That's where you're gonna get better. So thank you guys. It was a great session, okay? Hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. Great work, okay? Keep working hard, ladies.
Thank you.